So we'll do the same sort of thing. Tell us what it is, and then I'll ask you a couple of questions.
So this is from Bach's Well-Tempered Clavier. It's Book 2, number 15, G major. I'm going to play the prelude.
Just a prelude. So it's a fairly brief one. So tell us your thoughts about it. Any concerns or any hope, especially what you hope we will get from your performance? What are the things you'd like us to get from it?
I think with it feeling technical, I want to feel when I'm playing it that I'm not worrying about that. I want to just try and enjoy performing it and playing it. And yeah, a little bit what was said before. I want to feel that my joy for the piece comes through rather than feeling it's a sort of, you're on the spot. You've got to perform. Is that why you chose
this one? I mean,
I think so.
You chose this piece,
because
right?
quite often if I'm playing a performance for something, if I'm playing a couple of pieces, I'll always start with a slow thing with lots of pedal where I just feel it's slightly less technical. I can settle and sort of get through nerves. Don't have so much that luxury with this piece.
I mean, why choose this Bach over a different Bach? Did you choose it yourself?
Yeah, I chose it. It's a piece I've known and heard for several years. It's just, I think it's one of the brightest of the pieces anyway in G major. It's just a really sort of joyous key. I think I really enjoyed that. Yeah.
So feedback would be then on what? If we get a sense that you're sharing some enjoyment with us, is that it?
Yeah.
And if whatever we feel about the piece and what it seems to deliver to us. How's that? So, you got a few places where you have to struggle. We know that. But having said that, let's do a quick sort of here's what I got, and then we'll work a little bit on some things. So, what are we doing?
I got a real, in sections, a real bounce from you. A real, yes, a bounce is the only word I can think of.
Yeah, and there's something lifted in the air about the way you started, and I can kind of tell if that's what you have in mind for it, right? That's, I think, one of the attractions for this is buoyant, right? Which is really nice, and it sounds nice on the piano that way. So the piano is an instrument that suits this piece especially well, I think, right? Because the kind of colors we can get, balances we can do, and so on. So, in addition to that, I get a feeling of fragility, which makes me uneasy, through some of it, I'm sure makes you feel even more uneasy than I do. This Bach doesn't let you get away with anything, and suddenly, you just have to be the conqueror of all this thorny stuff that's going on in the left hand, especially. So it is a kind of a who's going to win, you or the piece.
Yep. I'm not quite sure I won just yet, but that's fine. It's an evolving
that occurred to me when I was
state.
Listening to you, because I do feel like you're not enjoying it that much, although you enjoy your idea of it. I think you would, right? I think you enjoy your idea of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd sort of echo a little bit what was just said in the sense that if you just said to me, pick a piece you feel the most confident with, I probably wouldn't have picked the Bach. But I wanted to pick the Bach because I knew it would give me some insights into my own playing and really give me that sort of chance to think, okay, what is it about the performance, at least the starting image in my mind, which is this joyous event, and how I can translate that ultimately.
Right. So what I want to ask you is this: what would it take for you to enjoy the act of playing it?
Probably just playing even just a small part of it again. I always find the second time it's always feels more relaxed, and that's the challenge. I know.
I don't mean that. I want to go a little bit deeper. Like, to really enjoy it to the extent that it won't be that, susceptible to the moment. Or that when you sit down, because I didn't sense, even when you play, I didn't sense that you were like enjoying it physically. I think you enjoy what this piece means to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
mean, I think maybe you enjoy the rotation because you do that very nicely, and that is kind of cool. But it didn't. I think part of what Bach is just the kind of the physical fun of using your fingers and doing this very intricate, busy, fantastically intelligent stuff that also means a lot. But the first step is we have to find, I think, some kind of enjoyment. So let's put the music up and work on something and see, and maybe we can involve people in a way. Well, let's jump to this where it gets busier. It has more stuff to do later on. Then then who knows what's going to happen. So how about here? Now, could you find any way at all to play that? I don't care if it's anything like your interpretation.
Okay.
But any way that could convince these lovely people that you're enjoying how that feels to play.
Okay.
I don't care what you do.
And just the left hand.
Just the left hand, and give us some feedback. Does it seem like he's having a fabulous time, just a fun time playing all these notes in his left hand? Go. Okay. Feedback? I have some feedback, but before I say...
I think it felt laborious that you were focusing on the notes rather than enjoying.
The fun meter did not budge to... You know that.
Yep, okay.
So can you say even part of it? Can you say any part of it and say, I'm going to convince everyone that this is so much fun for every finger to do. That's all we're doing now. We're not trying to play a nice, polite piece of music.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're enjoying even the sound that you're making very much. And this is a lovely piano. It has a great sound too. Can we enjoy that? I mean, pick anything and see if you can find the fun of it. You agree?
At the beginning, it really started.
You were a lot freer. Yeah.
This is your first job.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Forget about being intelligent and tasteful and stylistically aware. Forget about it entirely. This is all we want. That's what I want for you. To build it on a foundation of enjoyment. Could you do that again and enjoy it even more? Like that's 50%. Same part.
Yep.
I'm going to go over there so I can see if your enjoyment radiates across the the left-hand part as maybe a little bit subsidiary to another part. But if it's like the star of the show, maybe like this was the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like this is the star voice, the most important voice. One more time. Don't play it like an accompaniment.
No, okay.
That makes Bach beautiful. Did you hear it? I mean, like, it's quite beautiful. It's not just mechanical and stuff. It's really beautiful thing. So, can you remember how you did that?
I think
that
so.
was great. Did you feel it?
Yeah, very much.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I, without disturbing
Okay.
you, play the right hand with you. You play like that. Don't mind me. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. Where are you
I'm
starting?
going to stop.
Da 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 da. Okay. Go, go, go. All right. And that's the kind of beautiful duet that we want to hear.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Bach's done it all for you. And me. We can't add to it.
Yep.
Right? All we can do is enjoy it in this way.